Hi everybody, it's Angel from the Natrona County Public Library from the Children's Department, and I want to share something super exciting with you today. So what I'm going to share with you today is something that we have gotten in the last few months through some grants, some very generous grants, but it's this thing here. This is called the Kitchen a la Carte, and it's going to make it so we can do some really awesome hands-on learning of nutrition and cooking and very exciting things. So if you've been around the library for a while, you'll know that I like to do a tween cooking club, but we couldn't cook too much because we didn't have any way of doing so. So sometimes they were just things that we'd mix together or whatever, which was super fun and delicious. But this is a whole new ball game. I want to take you guys around and show you all the different things, and then after I show you all the different things that the cart can do and what it comes with, then I will make a recipe, and then you guys can also make it if you want to. You can make it at home. So here we go. I'm going to take you, we're going to go on a walk. Woo! This is the Kitchen a la Carte. Now you can see it has areas for people to work. So there's workspaces. Now obviously we don't have programming right now, but we will again. And when we do, we will have spaces at this cart for, I believe, 9 people. So this is where we'll do that. You can see here that we have a burner, a cooktop. This is an induction cooktop. And the cool thing about this, the safety features, is that it will not work if the pan is not on it. So if you had it on and you take it off, it will shut down. So you can't burn yourself. I mean, it'll still be hot, but you can't set the place on fire, which is super important. And then when you put it back, it'll start up again. So we have a sink that actually has working water. There's a reservoir underneath, and there's a tank to collect the dirty water, the gray water it's called. So there's the sink, and see, I put water in it. So exciting! I don't know. You guys, I'm a big dork for this because I think this is so awesome. Let me show you some of the things, whoop, that was a close-up, that it comes with. So down here, we have some drawers, and I filled up the drawers with some of the stuff that we got. So there's whisks, enough for classes, there's knives and spatulas and all sorts of things, all the things that you need to do some cooking. Down here in this second drawer, we have aprons, we have some cutting boards. Look, we have, this will cut up apples, and on the other side, we have our convection oven. So that's what we'll be using today when we make our recipe. So there's lots of accessories that we got with this too. We've got blender, and we've got a pasta maker. We've got a hand mixer. Lots of bowls, and oh, there's a big like professional grill. So we have so many things that we want to do. We're super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. And I'm super excited to show you a recipe that we're going to do today. So I will be right back. I'll go set this camera up so that I can show you the recipe. Be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. I have gathered all of the ingredients and all of the supplies that we need to make our first recipe using the Kitchen a la Carte. This is our maiden voyage with it. I haven't done this before. I'm super excited. The recipe that I chose for today is called a Spinach Frittata Muffin. We got this from chopchopfamily.org, and we at the library are going to start getting the Chop Chop magazine. So those have, the website and the magazine have lots of healthy, nutritious, fun recipes for kids to make, or anybody really to make. But I really super love it because They tell you all of the supplies that you need, all of the ingredients you need, and then they really walk you through step by step what you need to do. So if you want to look up this recipe, we'll have the link up there, or at least the website. It's chopchopfamily.org. And I really love it because their mission at chopchopfamily.org is to inspire and teach families to cook and eat real food together. So that's always good. So the kitchen gear that we need is a cutting board, which I have here, a sharp knife, adult needed, a box grater, which we don't need because our cheese that we're going to use is already shredded, a medium-sized bowl, I have that there, a fork or a whisk, I have a whisk, measuring cup, measuring spoons, muffin tins, which is what I have right here, pot holders, yep, we don't want to burn ourselves, keep ourselves protected. All right, and the ingredients in the spinach frittata muffin. We need a tablespoon of vegetable oil, which I have right here, vegetable oil, 8 large eggs, here are my eggs, 2 cups of packed spinach, so there's our spinach, half a cup of shredded or crumbled cheese, so I have some cheese right here, 4 scallions, and scallions are green onions, with the greens and the whites chopped. Now when I was at the store the other day, they were all out of whole green onions, so I found them already chopped. So although it will be fun to chop them, we didn't have that opportunity today, so that's all right. It'll save us a little bit of time. And then we need some salt and pepper, which I have there. All right, I have already done the first thing. So the first thing on the instruction sheet is to turn the oven on and set the heat to 350 degrees. It says using your clean hand or a paper towel, the next thing we need to do is put oil in the muffin tins to grease them up so that the muffins don't stick. So I have some paper towels right here, and I didn't measure out the vegetable oil. I'm just going to pour a little bit in my thing, and then just go in there. And like they said, you can use your clean hands to do that. Oh, that's something I forgot to tell you at the beginning. Always the very first thing that I do, which I did, but I didn't tell you I did, was wash my hands. I always ask our cooking club participants to do that too. So the first thing we always do, make sure you have clean hands. Get just a little bit more oil. I might have to clean that up later. I spilled a smidge. And that's the other part of cooking. The reality is we have to clean up when we're done. But that's okay. If we get to eat delicious, yummy food, it's worth it, right? So I did that. I have a trash can right there. It's probably a good idea to have a trash can close by. These are all greased up. Let's put that there. So item number 2, crack the eggs into a bowl and then beat them with the fork or the whisk until they're pale yellow. So we need 8 eggs. That is 8 eggs. I'm going to get some paper towels and clean up the little bit of egg that got down the side of my bowl and on the counter. I always find it's easier to clean as I go rather than waiting till the end and having to clean up a whole big mess. Just clean it up as you go. So I have 8 eggs in here, and I'm going to take my whisk. Do you know how to whisk eggs? Go around like you're making a circle with this, right? So, oops. So you whisk them up, get them nice and mixed, and they said it needed to be a pale yellow. So I don't know, I don't want to pour this out if you can see the yellow. So it's a nice pale yellow. After we get all of that done, then we add the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to go back to my ingredients page. after the eggs, we needed 2 cups of packed spinach leaves chopped. So that's where our cutting board comes in. I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see. And here are our cups. I'm going to take this one off, put those aside, and go in and grab. It says pack, so pack it down in there. We want to have lots of yummy, fresh baby spinach. That's what's going to make this good. All right, so there's 1 cup. So I'm going to dump that out here on my cutting board. All right, now this is where you guys have to be careful. I have to be careful because I have a tendency to cut myself sometimes. So if you want, you come in with your sharp knife, and it's always better to have a sharp knife, and just cut it. So you can usually kind of rock it back and forth, cut up all that spinach, and then bring it all back together. You can go fast if you want, like that. And then you'll have smaller pieces. It's coming off my cutting board. I have to clean up as I go. All right, that looks pretty good. I might cut a few more, get it just a little bit smaller, those leaves, because you don't want to bite into a great big leaf probably in the middle of your muffin. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right in our bowl, straight in. And that was only 1 cup, right? We have to have 2 cups of it. So we'll get our cup back and grab another handful of spinach. Push it down in there. Tightly packed, they said. No, we're packing it. All right. All right, that's a good amount. Let's dump that out here. Do you guys like to cook? I love cooking. I don't always have time, but I really enjoy it. So I hope that you do too, because it really makes the food that you eat taste so much better when you cook it, when you put your hard work into it. That's what I think anyway. All right, let's get that up and we'll start doing the fast chopping. Keep your fingers out of the way. Don't want to chop any fingers, just spinach. All right, that is looking pretty good. All right, so I will put that in the bowl with the eggs and the other cup of spinach. Okay, so we are done with this. I'm going to just put that in the sink. Okay, so the next thing that we need is ½ cup of shredded cheese. So get that out of the way, find my ½ cup on here. Should be the next one. No, that's 3/4. Half. So I'm going to take that half off. I'm going to put 3/4 back on there. Set that aside. And put this in the sink. Here's our 3/4 cup. Our ½ cup. I mean, I like cheese, so if you want to put in a little extra, I won't stop you. Okay. Ooh, looks yummy. All right, dump that on in. All right, what came after the cheese? Oh, we need the scallions. Now this one we might have to kind of just use our judgment, because they said 4 green onions, and because I don't have a whole green onion to judge how much that is, I'll probably just scoop some in until it looks right. But they smell so good. Oh, let's see. It's probably like ½ a cup, do you think? Maybe ½ a cup? I don't know. I'm going to mix that all together. Then we need salt and pepper. So it says ½ teaspoon of salt. So let me find the ½ teaspoon. There it is. Take that one off of there. ½ teaspoon of salt. Now, I'm doing this over the other cup because if I get too much, I don't want it to go in my bowl and then everything will be super salty. Yeah, so I do it somewhere else. So if it spills, I'll just clean it up. All right, and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. So there we go. the 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, and we're gonna mix it, mix it, mix it. Whoops, I'm flinging. I'm flinging. All right, ooh, this looks pretty good. It looks delicious. All right, can you see in there? Ooh, nice and green and yellow. All right, so then let's turn back to our instruction page. So we put all of the ingredients and we mix them well. So next we need to fill 6 to 8 muffin cups to the top. And once our oven is preheated all the way to 350 degrees, which I think it is by now, then we will put the pans into the oven. So here is, and I think that the best way to do this is use that cup that we use to measure the cheese. I'm gonna get this whisk out of the way, and I'm just gonna scoop up and get all that spinach. It's trying to escape on the side of the bowl. All right, I'm just gonna scoop some up and pour it in. And pour some in the other one. Now imagine that if you were so inclined, you could add other spices to this. If you wanted, maybe you could add some cooked sausage or bacon or something, crumbled bacon, and put some, different ingredients in and make it your own. You can certainly use different kinds of cheese. The kind of cheese I used was a cheddar style cheese. So I always try to make a recipe the first time by the recipe, and then once I've tried it one time, I feel free to tweak it and make it my own. All right, I'm going to add some more back over here. All right, we've got 8 of our muffin tins filled up. So we're going to put it in the convection oven. It says bake until the top is golden and the eggs are set. So that's about 20 to 25 minutes. To see if the eggs are set, use pot holders on your hand to jiggle the tin back and forth. You should not see the egg moving around as if it's still liquid in the center. So when it's solid and it's not jiggly anymore, then it's done. Should be 20 to 25 minutes, but you gotta watch it. And then we carefully take it out of the oven and we set it aside to cool. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna take these and put them in our convection oven down there. And when it's ready in 20 to 25 minutes, I'll bring you back in and show you what delicious spinach frittata muffins we made. All right. All right, I just got them out of the oven. Ooh, we gotta let them cool off. They look pretty good. Okay. Now you might notice if you look around that I took that 20 minutes, and that's how long these took me, is 20 minutes in that convection oven, and they're not wiggly anymore. It took that 20 minutes and I cleaned up all of my area, put all the ingredients back in the refrigerator, and I did my dishes and they are drying. So use your time wisely. All right, so we're gonna let these cool for a minute. In the meantime, I also grabbed a plate and a little knife to get them out. I think that they're super easy to get out because, oh yep, look at that. Ooh, I'll just do that now. I was gonna let them cool for a little bit, but I think they are ready to come out. Look at those. I am super excited. I'm gonna try one. That's why I made this recipe, because it's stuff that I like to eat. And I thought maybe you'd like to eat it too. Also, if you need more than 8 muffins, if you have a bigger family or something, you can always double the recipe. That requires a little math, but I know you can do it. If it says it takes 2 cups of spinach for a regular recipe, I bet you can figure out how many you need to double the recipe. Because what's double? 2. 2 plus 2? It's 4. You know that. All right, or 2 times 2 is also 4. So our muffins are all ready. I'm super excited to try one. I wanted to let you guys know that as soon as we can start having programs in the building again, we'll get this out and we'll have you come in and do the programs with us because I think this is super exciting. We are so very thankful to the Wyoming After School Alliance, the Opportunities Fund Hunger Is program. It helped us pay for this amazing thing, and the Margaret H. and James E. Kelly Foundation by way of Natrona County Library Foundation. So we are so blessed, so happy to have this. We are very thankful, and I hope that you guys make this recipe, and I hope that you come down to the library when we get that new Chop Chop magazine, or look on their website and find delicious, easy to make recipes. And as soon as you can, I hope you'll join me right here for some awesome programs. Bye, guys. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't say goodbye. Maybe I should try one first, do you think? Hope it's not too hot. I'm going to open that up. Ooh. Oh, it's all steaming. A little hot.